Okay, so yeah, I finally read the interlude, and I have a better idea of how to really process this, and it makes sense why Tape in his tweet kind of said like read all three kind of together, because it will kind of feel a little bit more sense than the shit that happened. So, Rem and Petra had essentially discussed in regards to what exactly they're gonna do. Like, the plan has always been this from the start when Petra created the Aldebusters. And the fact of the matter is, they basically kind of agreed together because Rem figured out about Return by Death real easily on her own. And a lot of it just comes down to Petra and Rem agreeing that in order to fix this entire situation that Aldebaran had put everyone in, it basically means that Subaru has to return by death. Even like Ghost Subaru agrees with it and praises it. And I did fail to mention on something. It seems like in the previous two chapters, one of them, Reinhardt, was able to pull out the sword on what is essentially towards Subaru. So that means that Subaru is worthy of being like of getting the Dragon Reed sword unsheathed, which is big things, but not the main point. I just wanted to add that, and that whenever Subaru and Petra like met at the like end of Arc 9, I guess if we could put it, like he was bawling, he was sad, he was depressed, because it implies that he kind of had an idea of what was going on, maybe through the authority of greed, maybe because of some other thing. Maybe Petra was able to do something with Melancholy and was able to pull off some kind of way of alerting Subaru that, yeah, Aldebaran is a threat and this is what happened. Who knows? But we do get something important here, and it's that obviously Petra had a bunch of stuff figured out. She obviously knew that Roy was set loose, the Witch Venmi being like rampaging because of her. Like, there's so much important stuff, but she set her trial line. That Subaru and Emilia must be tired, and that even though she has become a burden, she wants to like help out, and she's gonna return back to being a village girl. Like, she knows that this reality is going to be, well, fixed, like undone, and it was because Petra and Ram agreed to this. And I'll obviously finish this off. So we do learn that the price that Petra paid originally was the possibility of marrying Natsuki Subaru. Not that she would, it's the possibility that it could happen. And the fact that she was able to use the melancholic abilities and stuff basically says that Odd Lagna accepted that as, yeah, a sacrifice. Okay. 3 minutes, not bad. So yeah, that's basically all that happened in the interlude and a little stuff from the previous chapters. I've seen a lot of people hate Rem. Like, why would she kill him? Why? And then everyone like, oh, look, Arc 4, we had, you shouldn't kill yourself, Subaru, and look at now, your allies are killing you. Look, Rem and Petra were already, like, ready to sacrifice everything. If, after really thinking of it, if things had stayed the way they were, I don't know how they would have fixed, like, Garfield, Ram, Felt, Old Man Rom, and all of those characters from their minds being broken against, like, Al's whole authority. Not only that, but they wouldn't really have the firepower to seal Al or to basically do something regarding to him, because he'd still be running around being a threat. Since the whole thing on the last chapter is that they basically did an Uno reversal, so whatever Al was about to do, they basically did it first, so they caught his own little ability on him and prevented all the shit that he was about to pull. Yeah, I've been an advocate against the Great Reset theory, because it's a whole fucking arc, but given that we have this interlude, where it's not just it was random, there was a lot of things that were set up. Petra was obviously not telling everyone the truth about all her sacrifices. We have the whole thing that if she had stuck out to be a witch, then, I mean, she was dead. Like, Reinhardt would have killed her. Like, I have no doubt on that because of how he is. I genuinely don't know how to put it like this. This interlude might actually help fix on my anger towards how Tepe just decided to basically have the balls to quite literally reset the entire goddamn arc. Look, Roy dying, I've always said this. Julius should be the one to beat Roy. Because it was Roy's fault that Julius was forgotten. So, yeah, obviously Roy dying, I was like not exactly happy with that, but it made sense. Also, I mean, there was another person who knows about Return by Death and all that other fun stuff. It's just that obviously everyone was theorizing the geezer. Everyone's like, oh, what was the point of the geezer and stuff? It's like, stakes? Don't you understand of stakes much? Obviously it didn't play because Owl's plan didn't work. Like, sometimes I get mad at people who just get mad over things that are simple to say. It's like, what? Did you want it Owl to win? Like, are we serious here? We don't know what would have happened to Owl, to both Subaru and Beatrice if that had happened. Now, yeah, it would have been interesting if Subaru ended up in his world back, but that would mean that it would be a time limit on Beatrice because she's literally a being made of mana, and there's no mana in Earth. So, you know, different stakes, different things. But this, I mean, considering Subaru balled a bit and was just happy with, like, Petra being, like, well, Petra and not having been a witch, it makes me think that he had an idea of what happened. Not fully, but an idea. And Subaru having tears whenever, like, they're about to seal Aldebaran. So basically, it's like, Subaru clearly is probably hurt that Al even despises him. So, oh boy, this is an arc. Like, I don't think a video is going to do justice for a whole Arc 9 kind of discussion. Honestly, it was insane. Like, reading it back to back, all the insane reveals and stuff. Obviously, that's kind of undone, but obviously this was supposed to be originally Arc 8. So the original Arc 9, which is Arc 10, is a felt arc. So I think this arc essentially set up what we're going to deal with. And the fact that Roy's still alive means that obviously he's going to come around back again into problematic things. Not only that, but I mean, I assume Pandora's going to come into the mix, Capella, and since Clint has the authority, I genuinely do not doubt that that's going to come into play, but yeah. I needed time to think on it. Like, yeah, obviously I'm a little peeved, but that interlude made sense. We got closure on the Witch of Melancholy. That she understood that everything was gonna reset, that all of this will be forgotten, but she was fine with it. And Rem was fine with it, by the way, guys. Like, I know people are giving Rem shit for killing Subaru, but it's like, it takes a lot of balls to not only, or it takes a lot of strength to kill Subaru for Rem, because, not only because, obviously, she's killing Subaru, but because she's about to reset to nothing. Like, she's about to become nothing again, in terms of, like, the whole memories and stuff, back to the Arc 7-8 Rem. And she kind of accepted that. And, yeah, Subaru calling out to Rem and stuff, and obviously Subaru dying and stuff. Obviously that's not fun, but I don't know. I need time to think on the whole arc. Like, this whole final phase was epic. I will not deny that. But my god, what a roller coaster. Wouldn't you agree?